find the force in members HG, HC, and BC. The best method to use and find these forces are sections method, because the joint method will take a long time. In order to use sections method, first you need to draw FBD for the entire truss and find support reactions. I have AY in here and EY in here and EX in here. Because there is no horizontal force, this EX is 0. I write it immediately. Also, it's even though it's not necessary, but by inspecting this truss, I can see that this member is a zero force member and this member is a zero force member. I just cross them out in case if it is one of the unknowns, I already have found them. So these two members are zero force members. Now, by taking moment about E, I can find A, Y. And that's going to be, and I'm assuming this is my positive direction because AY act in that direction. I'm following with AY's direction. So AY times the distance is 4 times 4.5, which is 18, minus 8 times again 18, this force, then minus 12 times 3 times 4.5, which is 13.5, minus 24 times 9, this force, and minus 18 times 4.5 is equal to 0. From there, clearly I can very quickly find AY, which is equal to 603 divided to 18, and that's going to be 335 kip. Even though I don't need EY, but I'm going to just find it because it's very straightforward. Sigma Fy is 0. From there, EY is going to be clearly 8 plus 12 plus 24 plus 18 plus 12 minus 33.5, and that's going to be 40.5 kips. So I calculated both support reactions. Like I say, I need AY because I'm going to cut through here and just use the left side of this truss. I'm drawing this free body diagram for the section in here. So I have AY in here, which I calculated 33.5. Then I have this segment. I have 8 kip in here. And from here, it's point H. I have another force, which is 12. So you have to show all the external forces that act on any of these joints. Then from here to here, even though it's a zero force member, I will not use it. I just show it. It is 3 feet. This is 4.5 feet. Then I have this force, which is one of the forces I'm looking for. It's F, H, G. This is another force I'm looking for. It's F, B, C. And this is another force I'm looking for, which is F, H, C. By taking moment about point H, I can find FBC because FHC and FHG does not have moment about this point. So let's do it. So sigma m about point H is 0. From there, I'm assuming that this is my positive direction. Then it's going to be FBC times 3. I start with FBC because I'm looking for it. I write it first. Plus 8 times, the distance is 4.5, so 4.5. See, This is 8, and the distance from H, the distance is this one, which is 4.5, and minus 33.5, again the distance is 4.5, is 0. From there I can calculate FBC, which is equal to 38.2 if you run it. So I calculated one of the unknowns. Now, by taking moment about point C, which is here, this is point C, I can find FHG. But pay attention that FHG has, I'm showing it here because it's easy, it has X component, which is this one, and it has a Y component, which is going to be this one. Therefore, I need a small triangle in here, or this angle over there. If I draw a triangle in here, this is going to be 3, this is going to be 4.5. On the other hand, this is 2, this is 3, and this is going to be square root of 2 square plus 3 square, which is 4 plus 9, and that's square root of 13. Because I will use this one also, this is going to be the same, but this time it's again 3, this is 2, and that's going to be square root of 13. Now, I'm taking moment about C, and I'm assuming that this time this is my positive direction, because like I said, I'm following the rotation that these forces are making. Then, starting from the left, 33.5 times the distance is from here all the way to here, it's 9 feet. So 9 feet minus 8 times 9 feet minus 12 times 12 that we have here times 4.5, plus then we have these unknowns that, I mean one unknown but x, y components. So it's going to be f h g times x component of it is going to be 3 over square root of 13 times the distance is 3, and y component is going to be f h g. Y component is 2 over square root of 13, and the distance is 4.5, is 0. From there, if you solve it, it's going to be f h g is equal to, it's around 1 over 5 times negative 177.5, and that's going to be equal to negative 35, around 35 kip. So this negative shows that the direction that I have assumed is not correct, and it's going to be in the opposite direction or in this direction. Now I have calculated 2 out of 3 unknowns. I can write sigma fy is 0, and from there I can find the third unknown. So sigma fy, starting from the left, we have 33.5, then we have negative 8, then we have negative 12, then we have negative 35 times y component. It's going to be 2 over square root of 13. Then negative f h c times, again, it's 2 over square root of 13. We are just using the y component of fhc is equal to 0. We don't have any other force. Again, if you solve it, it's going to give you fhc equal to, this one is also a negative one, around 10.8 kip. That means that this force is also, we zoom downwards, it's going to be upwards. So these are all three forces you were looking for.